Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I saw my doctors today and we have sort of a game plan. And there's bad news and a slight hope of good news. Today's video is brought to you by Private Internet Access. Are you one of those people who sometimes, you're waiting for season 2 of something to come out on Netflix or on Disney Plus or on Paramount? Anything like that. And it comes out and you're traveling and you can't wait to watch it. You try and watch it and it says not available in this country. It is so frustrating. But I have a solution. Private Internet Access. I just click on my VPN, say I'm back in my home country. The computer now thinks I'm back in Canada and I can now watch my Netflix. I can watch my Disney Plus. I can watch the show that I couldn't watch before. And that's besides the personal saving information of hiding your IP address from anybody trying to steal your information. That's just a bonus, being able to do that when you travel like I am. Now, what does a VPN do? It basically makes it hard for people to hack your information by saying that you're in a completely different area than you're in. They can't track your computer IP address. It hides your information, and that's what's keeping your information away from people trying to steal it. Now, why did I choose Private Internet Access? Well, first of all, if you don't want other people to have your information, you don't even want Private Internet Access to have your information, and they have a no-log policy, which means they're not storing or saving any of that information themselves, which is exactly what I want, and that's been proven in court by a third-party audit. Also, they let me do not 1, 2, 5, 10, but unlimited devices. I can do my iPad, I can do my iPhone, I can do my computer, I can do my nephew's computer, all under the same plan. So if you'd like to secure your information like I do when I travel, why not follow my link down below and get up to 83% off your subscription, plus 4 months free. Thanks again to Private Internet Access for sponsoring this video. So first off, the bad news, there are new nodules there. They didn't really go into too much detail on the size or anything like that, but they express concerns. And the first concerns are because they're on my lungs, and my lungs have already had 3 different surgeries on them, they're concerned that my lungs might not take 3 more, because there's 3 nodules now, if they all had to come off. So surgery might be either out of the question or a really high risk that the lungs would possibly collapse and or something. They're just saying it could be a really high risk. The other alternatives are, of course, chemo, which is for the whole body and everything, and concentrating on the lungs, pretty hard on me, if that's even a possibility, because we'll have to see about the kind of chemo that I could possibly have. And then there's the possibility of radiation, which I've had in the past, that did take out a spot before on a location. But they're also worried because the radiation kind of kills an area of the lung. Again, they're worried about damaging the lungs as it's already had so many surgeries. And they're not sure that my lung capacity will be able to withstand any of the procedures. So that's where I'm at right now. They have scheduled more tests and CT scans coming up in early March, right before our group cruise in March. So that's good news. I'll get the tests there beforehand, and then when I come back from the cruise, I'll get my results from the tests while I'm there. So that's at least I know I'm not missing anything from now till then. They want to wait 2 months to see the growth, if there's a substantial growth, a quick growth, or if they don't grow at all, because there was one caveat to all of this. If you remember watching some of my videos just after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, you saw that I had a really bad cold. My throat was really scratchy, a runny nose, I was coughing up a lung kind of thing, and that all started just like the coughing started hinting around just before Christmas. And hit full blown about 2 days, like the 27th, 28th. It started to be really, really bad. And they're saying that, well, if it was building up to that cough and the infection was in my lungs, that could affect the scans on my lungs, that there could be other issues then. So that is a possibility there. We're kind of hoping that is the possibility, but they said because it was not quite, like I wasn't having a full cold at the time, it was before the cold, kind of as it's building, there's a good chance that it might be something like that, but it's not a likely chance, shall we say. It's about 20% chance that something like that might have happened. So that's I'm hoping for 20% there, folks. But yeah, they went all over everything and expressed all the different concerns and that, especially since my lungs have had so many surgeries and so many fair amount taken out of my lungs. It wasn't just like a little sliver like this, right? It was a chunk. And so they're worried about lung collapsing or something like that during surgery or radiation treatments, etc. And so I'm going to trust what they say. They say they will work out a game plan after the next test, one way or the other. We'll figure it all out. We'll sit down together and we'll come up with an action plan. And they will go over the dangers and the percentages of danger if there is a call for surgery or the radiation or the chemo. So, they'll say, okay, well, there's a 30% chance that your lung will collapse during surgery. Well, not good, because I have spots in both lungs, right? So I will have to just wait and see. It's a wait and see game now, but I promised you I'd keep you all up informed and everything. And now you don't have to hear anything about it until after March. That's the last medical update for now. And now we can get back on to cruising. And I'm planning some more cruises very shortly. I'm looking every day. And I'm thinking I gotta go somewhere, especially now that I know that something might be happening in March after the cruise. Don't worry, before July. Let's get that straight. It would be before July. I already made sure of that. So with the other cruise, someday this will all be over. But again, thank you everybody so much for all your support out there and everything. And believe it or not, even my sponsors, that's why I don't mind attaching this to the sponsor videos on this, because they called me right away when they saw my video. And Carnival called me. And, it's amazing that, all my friends I've made across have contacted me. Tony's given me a shout, and cruise directors have called, and it's, and all my friends out there have emailed me, messaged me, everyone who watches out there has been sending, we're watching your health, we're keeping up, praying for you and all this. And I just want to say I really appreciate it. As you can see, it keeps me spirits up and it keeps me going. And I really appreciate every single person out there. And hey, maybe I'll see you on a cruise in the very, very near future.